What's up, everybody? This is Mr. Second Passport. Today we're going to cover a very important topic if you ever want to live abroad or spend a lot of time abroad, and that is what's the cheapest way to transfer money abroad to yourself, basically, when you're living abroad. Now, a lot of us, like myself, work while we live abroad and we get paid via a service like PayPal. So, first I'm going to cover how to get money out of your PayPal into in my case, an Ecuador South American bank account. But the process is pretty similar no matter where you live abroad. And basically, there's a few things you got to know. First thing is, PayPal doesn't just connect right up to an Ecuador bank account like it does a US bank account and a couple other different countries. So there's a few different things you got to do in order to A, bring the money down, and B, at the lowest price possible, because it can get quite expensive really quickly. If you're selling online like I do, and you just want to uh, bring the money down in small increments, then what you can do is get a PayPal debit card, right? Like I have here. There's a little picture of it there. Nice little blue credit card, but it's not credit; it's debit, but it is a MasterCard. And basically, here in Ecuador, how it works, I just go to any ATM that has the International Cirrus logos on them or MasterCard, and you can go and with your PIN take money out. As you can see here, my limit, but it depends a little bit on the ATM I go to, is up to $1,000 cash in a day I can take out from one of these ATMs where I'm at here in Ecuador. What's the cost? Well, the ATM here, the cheapest one I found is Banco Pacifico. Though their ATMs, they charge me a flat $3 fee, no matter the price. And on PayPal's end, they also charge me about $3 or so, depending just a little bit on how much I take out. So I'm looking at about a $6 fee to take money out directly from my PayPal account in cash here in my foreign country in Ecuador. That's the best price I've found for the service of getting money out. Now, of course, there are other debit cards from specific banks that will waive international ATM fees and stuff like that. But I'm skeptical. These ATMs here in foreign countries, they will charge you that fee right from the money you take out. So how would your home bank even know? For example, you take out $100, it'll come out across to your home bank as 103. So how would they even know, that it's that those $3 you didn't receive? That was part of the fee that the ATM told you they were going to charge. So anyway, this is the quickest way to take small amounts out of PayPal and the least expensive. Now, when you want to start taking more money out directly from your PayPal, it's great to use this service, which is a PayPal service called Xoom, XOOM.com. And you just sign in with your same PayPal account, and then you select the country. In my case, Ecuador. And then it's just 4 easy steps. You put how much money you want to take out, and it'll tell you for 2,000 bucks, it'll charge you basically $30. And then it's an automatic bank deposit, so not cash. But so you can pay people this way as well, but it's super expensive, right? So this is a solution for a lot of people. This Xoom.com, if you're trying to move large amounts of money out of PayPal. But like what you see here, like for example, I want to take out 10,000. Now it goes up to 40 bucks on PayPal side, on Xoom side. But also when the money hits your bank account, here, an example in Ecuador, a local bank like Banco Pichincha, I know they charge me straight up, like depending on how much it is, around $40 on their end, 30 to 40. So you're looking at about 80 bucks in order to bring down an amount of like 10 grand when you're starting to look at like wanting to buy a car or maybe a small property or something. So anyway, that can get kind of pricey if you do it often, bringing large amounts. So this next idea, I mean, another thing you can do right, is get a bank account. Like I use Tia Bank, the official sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars, and I love them. I love them. And what I can do with them is you want to find a bank, because not all of them are do this, that allows you to do international wires without being present, just filling in a form right online in your login, and ding ding, and in like a day or two, the money is in your Ecuador bank account. Now, another option for people who don't use PayPal but want to bring money down to Ecuador cheap, right? This is the cheapest option I found. It is an SEC secured, insured, large investment bank in the U.S. called Fidelity. You can look them up at fidelity.com. They do actually work with Ecuadorians and foreigners as well, filling out some extra paperwork. But what you can do is obviously get an account with them, with their brokerage, and then what you can do is do this thing called an electronic funds transfer. So you can be invested with them or whatever, maybe have stocks, bonds, whatever you want, through their brokerage. And then when you want to bring money, or just have it as a savings account, and then when money market, when you bring the money down to Ecuador, you can do what's called an electronic funds transfer, what this thing that they offer. And here you go. As you can see, even for international wires, there's no fee on their end. It's completely free. So you wire 100 grand or 50 grand or 10 grand or $1,000, on their end they don't charge you. It's free. So you can't really beat free, and that's why I mentioned it. But the Ecuador bank will charge you when that money hits the Ecuador bank. There's no way I've found to get around that. It's still that $30-$40 fee you're looking at, depending a little bit on wire amount. So this is the cheapest way I've found to wire money abroad, through this company here called Fidelity. And yes, you can, if you want to take an extra step, transfer money, sell on a service like PayPal or Square, and then with PayPal you can transfer the money to Fidelity for free, and it takes a couple days, and then the money's in your Fidelity account, and you can then wire it down to Ecuador for, or wherever country you're at, for free on their end. And the only amount you have to pay is to your local bank, the receiving bank. So sure, you can shop around where you're at and find a bank that accepts international wires at the lowest cost you can find, to kind of lower that. So for me, this is the best way to cheaply wire large amounts of money abroad to a place like Ecuador, where you're currently living, if your income happens to be generated to a PayPal account in the US or some other account in the US or Canada or wherever abroad. So that's it. I'm Mr. Second Passport. Hope you like this. Subscribe below and click the like button. It helps the channel a lot. Take care.